Sorry.
So we continue, or actually we don't really continue, we move into our Shabbat service with kindling the Shabbat lights and offering Kiddush. I am thrilled that Dorothea Polster will be kindling our Shabbat lights for us. We'll be offering the reading as we all light our Shabbat lights together. So Dorothea, you are going to have to unmute yourself, I believe.
Done?
Okay. So Dorothy, if you could read that first reading on the slide before we sing our blessing.
Yes. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, through our lives, give light to all who behold us. As the brightness reminds us of the generations who have kindled these lights, so may we be inspired to kindle these lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Dorothea, would you read the translation?
Yes, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy with mitzvot, and who teaches us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. The heaven and earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God stopped on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on that day God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Give me 1 sec. I'm going to put it back into a better view. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikraye kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Dorothea, thank you.
You're welcome.
So our opening reading is one of my favorite readings. A great pianist was once asked by an admirer, how do you handle the notes as well as you do? The artist answered, the notes I handle no better than many pianists, but the pauses between the notes, that is where art resides. in great living as in great music. The art may be in the pauses. Surely one of the enduring contributions which Judaism made to the art of living is the Shabbat. This is our pause between the notes. And it is to Shabbat that we look to restore to our lives the sense of serenity and sanctity that it offers. So I actually want to stop for a couple of minutes. I'm going to actually stop the screen share for a moment. And it occurred to me that I'm going to do something a little bit different this week. I'm dividing my talk into 2 mini talks, and this is the first one, just as a fair warning. This week marks, if I can count correctly, the 10th week that we are having Shabbat together and not together at the same time. And that's a long time. It's a long time to see each other, as JB likes to say, in Hollywood squares. And there's a real phenomenon called Zoom fatigue. There's a real phenomenon for those of us who are spending our days at our computers, and then to pray on a computer, it's difficult. And so this Zoom fatigue can be very real. And there's also an interesting connection that I made, that the book of Leviticus is a difficult book, and we're really kind of barely in the middle of Leviticus. And so I made a little bit of a connection of these 2 concepts. And Leviticus is about sacrifices. All through this book of Torah, we learn detail after detail of different types of sacrifices. And one of the words for sacrifice is avodah. Sacrifice, or it's another word, it can also mean work. Sacrifice was the way that ancient Israelites communicated with God. They made offerings, literally offerings to God. They would bring animals or spices or meal offerings, anything they could to communicate with God. When the temple was destroyed, they found a new way. We found a new way to communicate with God: prayers. These were called avodat shebalev, sacrifices or words or work of the heart. So we connect Leviticus to today. So how does that connect to Zoom fatigue? I promise I'm getting there. So when we're making sacrifice after sacrifice, or when we're working and working and working on our prayers, that can also feel a little bit like Zoom fatigue, because we're saying sometimes the same thing over and over and over again. This is the keva, the fixed form of prayer. Our Zoom boxes, or the same prayers every week. And so whether it's the Baruch Hu or the Shema or the Amidah, these are the words that we try to bring to God every week. But they can feel stale, just like Zoom can feel stale every week. So what's the secret? The secret to prayers bringing us closer to God and not just being words is called kavanah. Kavanah is sometimes translated as intention. It's really the best translation. It's still not perfect. The word kavanah comes from the root, means aiming or pointing. So part of kavanah is aiming or pointing our prayers, whether we're aiming or pointing our prayers to God, to each other, to a hope, to a dream. So I want to share with you a brief story about kavanah. It's from the Baal Shem Tov. There was a king who loved music. The king had a court musician. That court musician played beautifully. But after a while, the the musician got tired, got bored. He got tired of playing the same thing over and over and over again because the king kept asking for his favorite song, and it just got less interesting. And the musician told the king, I'm having a hard time being excited about this song. I've played it just too many times. So the king had an idea. He brought in a guest and asked the musician to play his favorite song, especially for the guest. And I'm sure you're not surprised that the playing was again wonderful. The guest made the difference. The music was again filled with feeling and meaning. And so what did the king do? The king brought in a different guest. Each day the musician played the same song with new excitement every time there was a new guest. But eventually the king ran out of guests, and the king didn't know what to do because the music became old and tired again. So the king came up with yet another idea. He blindfolded the musician and told him there was a new guest yet again. And the musician imagined the guest, and his music was again filled with spirit. And the king did this every day, and the musician found intention to play the king's favorite song. And so when we are faced with Zoom fatigue, when we are faced with the Shema being the same, or the Baruch Hu feeling the same, or the Amidah feeling the same, or that same feeling again, we can imagine a new guest. We can imagine something feeling a little bit different. Even when there's nothing new, we can create something new. We can find new visitors. We can imagine them. We can try something out. We can look for a moment of newness and bring our prayers to life again. And so for this service, this 10th time that we're together, let's aim our prayers. Let's have some kavanah in a new way. And so I'm going to share my screen so that we can have our prayers once again renewed for the Baruch Hu. Please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your heart gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo, Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
We continue with V'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
As Deb has pointed out a number of times, that one of my favorite points in the service is the Michamocha. It seems appropriate then for me to take a moment to teach for just a couple of minutes about the Michamocha, also known as the Geulah. The Geulah, the word Geulah means redemption. And redemption happened, of course, when the Israelites were crossing the Red Sea. I said that way too quickly. Crossing the Red Sea. And the Michamocha is when the song the Israelites sang after the Red Sea divided, and they were able to cross for the first time into the possibilities of freedom. The idea of redemption is a very big idea. It's more than being taken out of slavery. It's being free. It means every person having perhaps what they need. It's in some ways our Jewish idea of utopia, where we believe that in one way or another, with Torah, with all of Judaism, we can transform the world into something so much better. And we connect this idea of redemption right after the Shema, right after these ideas of teaching and carrying God's words with us everywhere we go. And there's a beautiful story about what it means to be redeemed and what it means to have these big ideas with us all the time. And it's from an Iraqi Jewish folktale. It's about this little boy named Aaron, no relation to our patriarch. Aaron was a Jewish boy. He and his family were escaped slaves walking through a desert. And one night, Aaron had this incredible dream of being lost in a sandstorm and being rescued by a large white bird. When he awoke, he found this glowing crystal in his hand. He hung it from a leather cord around his neck, and it glowed only when they were going in the right direction. It led them to pools of water and oases filled with fruit. It led them to this amazing city. They later found out it was Jerusalem. And while they were there, they learned that the king had died and they needed a new king in Jerusalem. And to find the new king, the leaders of the city released this bird. And this bird was called the bird of happiness. And the bird would fly through the city and land on the chosen person who would become the king. So the bird flew around and around, and it landed, as I'm sure you've guessed, on Aaron's shoulder. And this boy, who had once been a slave, became a new king. And it was the bird that had been in his dream. Suddenly, this boy who had once been in rags was in robes and was wearing a crown. And his family lived in a palace, and the crystal became a guide for the people. It would teach them right from wrong, and it would remain dark when answers were no. And 1 hour a day, Aaron would do something very, very special. He would sneak away. No one knows where he would go. Where would he go? He would go to a shack. He would take off his beautiful clothing and put on the rags that he would wear as a slave. He did this because he wanted to remember where he had come from. He did this because he wanted to remember always what it meant to be a slave. When we say the Geulah, when we sing Mi Chamocha, we are like that boy putting on our slave clothes, remembering our origins, committing ourselves to redeeming others, and remembering that it's our opportunity, our responsibility to perfect the world. And by having that memory, by having this shared sense of responsibility, we never forget, and we always carry it forward. There's a common teaching that says each of us has our own Egypt. Each of us needs to be freed from some enslavement. And one of the questions of the Mi Chamocha are, what is your enslavement? And how can God help you free? And how can you free others? And so one of the things we'll do now as we sing Mi Chamocha is we'll combine this question with the idea of kavanah, of something new. And we'll sing a melody that I'm sure most of us know, but not a melody that we sing so often here, to always have something a little bit new.
All right, and it starts Yailai, which will help you get the tune, and then it goes into the Mi Chamocha, but I bet a lot of you know this. Yailai, lai, 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 lai. Yailai, lai, 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 lai. Yailai, la, lai, lai, yailai, lai, lai, lai. Yaila, lai, lai, yailai, lai, lai, lai. Mi Chamocha, here we go. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh pele, nora tehilot oseh pele. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Ze'eli anu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Back to Yailais, here we go. Yailai, lai, 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 lai. Yailai, lai, 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 lai. Yailai, la, lai, lai, yailai, lai, lai, lai. Yaila, lai, lai, yailai, lai, lai, lai.
We prepare now for Hashkivenu, our evening beautiful lullaby in which we ask for God's protection, God's Sukkot Shalom to be upon all of us. Perhaps we should ask for not a Sukkot Shalom, but a very large umbrella this evening. It might be a little bit more appropriate. However, I will offer this translation. Protect us, God, and our going forth, our coming home into life and peace from this moment till the end of time. Spread over us a sukkah filled with your peace. You who tonight are spreading a sukkah of peace over all of us, over all your people, Israel, over all your creatures. Before you, we spread our praise.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, lehamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
We give thanks for the opportunity to have Shabbat, to have sacred time. And I've said this a couple of weeks now in a row with the weirdness of time, that we're in our living rooms, we're in our dens, we're in the same place where we work, and yet we're trying to make time sacred. And so this beautiful gift of Shabbat, the idea that we can honor and observe and guard and make time sacred, means so much more, because every hour does sometimes feel exactly the same. And so we have to work really hard to make time feel different. And that's what we're doing here in our boxes.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We turn to the Amidah, one of the centerpieces of our liturgy. And if you feel comfortable, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
The last prayer of that we shared is really a prayer of giving thanks for God and God's beauty of this day. And so we take a moment now to remember that there are some real beauties and silver linings even in these difficult times. When we were chatting and having a good time before the service began, some of you shared some of the more fun things of not having to get in the car and come here, and maybe having a drink before services or during services. And all of those things are good, and it's okay to hold both, and to have both of those feelings, to be both scared and sad, and to know that there are good things too. We tend to be so binary with our feelings, and it's okay to not be so binary, to know that both happen at the same time. So as we are singing Shalom Rav, I invite you to share in the chat things that we are thankful for, things that we are grateful for during these times.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol het uvechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Even as we have so many blessings, we also know that there are many whom we love who are struggling, whether it be a physical struggle, an emotional struggle, or just a tough time. And so as we move towards the Misha Berach, I invite you to think of those who are ill in body, ill in spirit. And as we sing the Misha Berach, please write their name if you have permission to do so in our chat, that we may lift them up, that they may know a measure of comfort as we lift them up in prayer. We take a few moments now for silent prayer and reflection.
Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Deb and I, before Deb sings, have, did I mess up your cue?
Nope.
In the past couple of months have gotten used to having a special song in the service typically when I prepare a sermon in the usual spot, which I've not done. But we still thought it would be really meaningful to have a beautiful song after silent prayer. So she has prepared, what is, I can't get the name of the song right, even though I know the song.
That's okay. It's Holy Sound.
And it's a song that we've heard a couple of times, and it's a beautiful song. So
and you know,
it feels right.
when you were talking earlier about kavanah and about creating that intention, even though thematically, if you listen to the words, the song doesn't necessarily do that. The feeling of this song for me gives me that that refresh and that sort of spiritual pause and breath, and so that's why I chose this one tonight.
Thanks, Deb.
Of course, I didn't open it before I started the music, so I'd like to get the words right. I think I blew that cue, Rabbi. There it is. Let's try that again. This is the sound of something quiet. This is the sound of one small seed. This is the sound that breaks the silence. Come make a holy sound with me. Come make a holy sound with me. There is a harmony inside us. There is a harmony of peace. There is a harmony that binds us. Come make a holy harmony. Come make a holy harmony. This is the song of hearts wide open. This is the song of unity. This is the song that can't be broken. Come sing this holy song with me. Come sing this holy song with me. This is the sound of something quiet. This is the sound of one small seed. This is the sound that breaks the silence. This is the sound, the song, the harmony we need. Come make a holy sound with me. So come make a holy sound. Come make a holy sound. Come make a holy sound with me. With me. With me. With me.
Thank you, Deb. We move to our concluding prayers for our service. The Aleinu, if you feel comfortable, please rise. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו echad.
We turn now to our time of memory. Our memorial meditation is now in front of you. In every person, there is a private shrine of memory and love, and in that sanctuary, our loved ones abide. We sense their presence, caress their spirits, and enfold them in our hearts. They talk to us, they tell tales. Thus, the pain of separation is healed by love, and we ourselves become purified and ennobled through our sorrow. On this Shabbat, we remember in Shloshim, in the first month since their death, Jack Bialowski Sr., Norman Hyams. And we mark the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of death that fall on this Shabbat. Gail Bash, Harry K. Fox, Janet Carmel, Edward Dale Catt, Alfred H. Kest, Susie Kirschenbaum, Duvi Kirschenbaum, Carl Clem, Robert R. Lapine, Belle R. Miller, Lillian Queen, Herman R. Rosenberg, Edna Fold Schaffner, Stanley S. Siegel, Nathan N. Silverman, May Michaels Silverman, Sroul Sveigenboim, Beatrice Stern Weinstein. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled, and together we join in the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yama divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayachon v'yomechon, uv'chaye techol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach leolam almei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemed kudusha barichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, huya asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. So Deb, I think we're going to sing Osei Shalom, is that correct?
We are, and this goes back to our discussion of Kavanah and about maybe refreshing. So we did Oseh Shalom earlier in a setting that that brought us out gently out of silent prayer and back into sharing prayer together again. And now this is the one that's our one of our community favorites. Same words, totally different feeling. So let's do Oseh Shalom. And if you know the movements, feel free to do it along with us too, okay? Didn't want to make you wait till Sunday for this. Oseh Shalom, Imroma. Oseh Shalom. bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. B'ramav. Oh, say shalom. B'ramav. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the light of God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God lift up each one of us, and may God bring us shalom, peace, and wholeness. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And we have a challah, right? So let's say a little motzi. So wait,
Let's do that.
We have a Charlie Van challah, homemade.
Oh, I'm so jealous. How do I get in on that gig? All right.
Smells good. Oh, wait, I was going to bring the silver zachala because they're my backdoor neighbor. I forgot.
Oh.
Might have an extra one.
Uh-oh. All right. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'te'avon.
Te'avon, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.